Hi everyone, it's Alexis from Truth Be Tea.
And it's DeAndre Higgins from Truth Be Tea.
And today we're going to be talking about finding yourself and accepting yourself.
Yes.
So I'll give you my personal experience with that on my journey of finding myself. So in elementary school, we're all good friends. And then they show you those videos about bullying and drug abuse, alcohol abuse, and of course, growing up and moving on and to high school and things like that. And they say, I remember this one part, they said you're gonna lose your friends. And in my head, I'm in 5th grade, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna lose my friends. We're gonna be together forever. And then 6th grade came around, and then when I hit middle school, things did change. And I suppose people were on that verge of finding new friends and trying to find that clique and see who's going to accept them. It was very hard for me. Even like I was put in honors classes and they didn't like me there, and I was still an outcast. And then in the regular classes, I was still an outcast, and I was it broke away my spirit, to be happy. And then when I got to 8th grade, it got better because I found a little boyfriend, but it wasn't like. It wasn't all that, like it wasn't what it was cracked up to be, and that still broke me down. And then 9th grade, it still broke me down. So I was on this like path of destruction because I didn't know where to go. It was really hard to do that kind of thing. And so I ended up trading schools and meeting new different people, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be around people that accept me who I am and for who I am. And it was artists. I was hanging around artists and musicians and people who were like really eclectic individuals, and that's when I realized, okay, your journey's this way, not the other way. You can't try to fit in that way. And I was always like, I used to like meditate and pray, like I want to be popular, I want to be popular. And so it didn't happen the way I had wanted it to be because I was looking in the wrong direction. So by the end of my senior year, which is funny because I traded schools, I was in the yearbook and I was all in a different club. I had a poetry and arts club because I was following my passions and I went to pursue them. Mm-hmm. And I had people that supported me, whether it be friends or family. It was always somebody supporting me, or I supported myself and was like, okay, I'm going to do it because I like this thing and I want people to enjoy this as much as I'm enjoying it. And with that, I was able to come to art school, and I was able to be in the audio production program. One, because I enjoy music and I want to grow with it. I like audio and I like singing and I like playing instruments, and I also like fashion and hair and everything like that. So I get to take all my trades and things that I like to do and hobbies and put them out there for the world to see, because one, I want to show people what I like, and I want it to be out there, especially with music. So that was my journey and my transformation. And when I look back at old photos, I'm like, because I don't want to show them off. I'm being honest with you. Like, they say Throwback Thursday. I don't really partake in that.
Let's just leave it back there.
We'll leave it back there on that Thursday. It was so long ago. No, I show the current day.
Yeah.
Me. So, I like this person better because I feel happier. I feel vibrant. I get to wake up feeling better. So that was my transformation.
Well, my transformation, or they like to call it Transformation Tuesday, but no. Our transformation in becoming who I wanted to be was hard for me as well. And you go through things and you learn things and you notice that people change, you change, your friends change. People don't want to be your friend because maybe you're not sticking to the norm of what people want you to do. And when you're an artsy type person, and y'all usually think about things. I'm saying y'all like I'm not included, but we usually think about things differently than other people do, and we see things, and usually a lot of things as art to us. We see that as art, and some people don't think about that. And we go through life thinking sometimes that we're crazy because everybody else is probably looking at us like, oh, you're artsy types.
You're weird. She's this. Why does she dress like that?
My aunt calls me the artsy type. Like, that's what she calls me. Because, y'all used to be doing too much is what she says. But, and sometimes you just have to grow and learn for yourself and know that, do you at
you
the
can't
end
let
of the
people
day.
rule who you are. You got some people's parents or siblings or friends that try to dictate how you should live your life. It's always that one person out of the bunch that's like, who thinks differently, and that's okay. And sometimes they're not encouraged by their peers because they're like, okay, we're on the same age group. All right, I have this idea. Well, why do we have to do it like that when everyone else is doing it like this, when it's not a good idea? And it's like, You give into peer pressure almost.
Right.
And if you're not that person that's thinking differently, you sink or swim.
That's true. And be an individual, not a duplicate. Okay? Be yourself. Be yourself at the end of the day and make yourself happy, because at the end of the day, that's all that's going to matter. Like when you go to the grave, when you die or whatever, you're going to be the only person there. You don't want to be there with regrets. You don't want to be there thinking, why did I not do this? You know, just be yourself. You can't worry about what other people are going to say.
You're going to make mistakes.
You're going to make mistakes.
That's inedible.
You're not
inedible.
perfect.
You're going to make
None
the
of us
mistakes.
are, so.
But be around people that are going to help you embrace those mistakes, and that way you can take it further and not do what happened before. And whenever you're learning something new, you're going to make mistakes and you're going to, have faults. But at the same time, there are people there to help you build that back up.
And people that are going to be honest with you. Friends that are going to be honest with you about how they feel about things. Because, not every friend's going to like everything you do.
Yeah.
But at least they're being honest with you and they're telling you the truth and not going behind your back and saying some other stuff, So, just be yourself and understand that we all go through journeys and that we all go through things. We all have issues. We all have problems. We've all lost friends. We've all lost tons of things. But just be yourself at the end of the day. Love who you are. If you want to be an art student, you want to be a musician, whatever, just do you at the end of the day.
A fashion designer. Yeah. Whatever you want to do, wherever you are, start now. Start now. Start now.
Start now.
Why? Don't feel
the
doubt.
The sooner the better.
Right, because if you're waiting around seeing what everyone else is doing, let that motivate you. Don't play or hate anybody. Don't be that person. Mm-hmm. Don't do that to someone, because you don't know what journey they went through to get to where they are now. It may seem like, oh, it's only been, it feels like a week or something, but it probably took them 3 years to build what they are, who they are today.
And don't compare yourself to other people. We all grow and learn at different times.
We all evolve at different rates.
And for the longest time, I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be to draw things, and I kind of took a back road, like, people would say, you can't make money doing that. You can't do this. You can't do that. And there's some people out here doing it. So
there's a lot of people out here doing it. I follow them on Instagram, and I'm like, I get so inspired. I can't hate on someone. I get so inspired because I'm like, wow, I've never seen it. I never looked at it through that lens before. Now I know I can go with mine and do something big because people like that kind of thing. There's so many options in this world, and you gotta take it by the neck and come with me.
Seize the day.
Seize that, because it's so much out here, and there are people who are just like you wanting to start. You're not the only one. Your circle may seem small, but go outside, step outside the loop, and go venture out there. And this is for anybody who's any age. It doesn't matter how old you are watching this video. Go out there. And if there's something's holding you back, ask yourself, what is holding me back?
Because sometimes, as I've said before, you can be your own worst enemy, yourself. It could be just you holding yourself back because you listened to what other people said that wasn't so positive about a certain situation, and you didn't go after what you wanted to do because you listened to other people say, oh, you can't do this, or you can't do this. And half the time, the people who say that type of stuff is only mad because they didn't do it. They missed out on their opportunity.
They missed out. So don't let somebody else's shattered dreams mess up yours. It doesn't matter. The only thing we all sharing for real, we all got hopes and dreams, but we're sharing the same oxygen, and we trying to make it out here too.
Yeah.
So don't let anyone tell you no. Believe in yourself. Have faith in what can happen. Don't feed your negativity. Feed your hopes and dreams. Feed that. Let your negativity starve. Let it suffer.
I like that. Let your negativity starve. I like that one.
Suffer.
I'm about to use that.
Yes, let it suffer.
Let that negativity dehydrate.
Matter of fact, feed it with a long-handled spoon with your Truth Be teaspoon, because
we're going to get some spoons,
We're going to get some spoons for y'all, because it's real out here. truthbt@gmail.com. You guys can message us for any advice, anything you guys need to talk about. We're here to talk to you about.
Like, subscribe, share us. We love you.
We'll give out experiences that we've had to go through. That way you don't feel so alone, because we've been there, done that.
And we're not always going to be serious. We're going to have some silly stuff too. But, like, subscribe. We love you guys. Have a good day. Peace to the Middle East.
Thanks for watching.
And to America, of course.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment. This is Truth Be Tea, and we're out.
We're out.